Okay. We have more that we could plug in if we had the summer sloops for them. We might do that here in a second. We need to plug this all into some train stations here in a second. But first, we had these pipes overfilled with water. So here's my thought. First off, we need to... How do we want to do this? The goal is to get these completely filled with water and liquids so that they run constantly. To do that, we're probably going to need to hook it up here. Right? This will give it all the water it could ever ask for. Eventually, it will clog in terms of... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Are this still running? Pump is still running. This should be filling up with water. It's already filled up. I need to turn it back on. So eventually this pipe will completely fill with water. Maybe it's already there. So it can't put out more water. Satisfactory content warnings. Spiders, math, and spaghetti. That's pretty good. So I think one of the things to do here might be to do something like this. Where we take a larger area and to make sure that it's empty. Right here. So now this will need to fill with water. We also probably need to do that here, unfortunately. Can I add pipeline support to an existing pipe? Mamma mia. Yeah, we need this sucker to fill up completely. I don't know. What kind of recommendations do you guys find most valuable when you're like deciding what to play or read or cook for dinner or... I'm lost. Could you describe your thoughts on this, please? Yeah, absolutely. So, thanks for asking. This whole process, let me back up a little bit, takes bauxite, this orange material right here, and water, and it turns it into alumina solution, so a liquid, and silica. We have changed the output multiplier and the speed to make sure that we produce exactly 18 cubic meters of alumina solution, aka 240 per minute. The reason we've done that is that this machine over here requires 240 per minute of alumina solution. So, as long as we have both of these machines running constantly, they will both be perfectly in sync. The coal we can provide at over 120 per minute to make sure that's never an issue. The aluminum scrap, very soon, we're going to be able to remove at 720 per minute. We can't actually do that right now. I need to check on that, why we can't, but we need a better belt. But as soon as we can do that, then that part is taken care of. The one problem with this whole solution is currently this machine right here makes 240 cubic meters of water per minute. So it pumps it through this pipe right here all the way back to the very start. Eventually, this pipe will actually reconnect right here because this requires 240 meters per minute of water. That's all perfect, right? Like the math all lines up. Here's the problem. If we just hook it all up and those pipes are nearly empty, we have a problem. If this pipe is nearly empty, then this one can't get started because it lacks water. And if it can't get started, then it can't produce aluminum solution, which then goes into here, which produces water. However, if this pipe is entirely full, the machine also can't run because this one has no room to put out water and therefore be allowed to start the process again. So we actually have to, we have like a hose, and we need there to be a little percentage of empty air, of air rather than water in that hose. We don't know exactly what that percentage is, but last time when I tried it, I did this much, the space from here to here. This much right here was empty. That was not enough space. Now we're going to try a little bit more, and we're also going to try allowing a little bit of space for aluminum. One of these I'm going to delete, like this pipeline right here, rather than this pipeline right here. I hope that makes sense. Is it going to work? I'm not sure. If it does work, even if it works like 95% effectively, what that will allow us to do is this line right here, these two plus the awesome sink, is a perfectly like encapsulated system. All it needs is coal, which we can provide forever, and bauxite, which we can provide forever. The benefit, if it works perfectly, we actually produce silica and aluminum at such a rate that we can turn it into aluminum ingots, which we need. We need silica and aluminum scrap. And we also produce a bunch of extra aluminum scrap, which we chuck into here to get coupons, which we can use for materials or whatever we want. Last time, the piece that I was missing was the awesome sink. But now that I have that, this one line should, if we can get the numbers correctly, all work out. Ryan, I'm so sorry, but I've forgotten everything you just said instantaneously. I'll be honest with you. I expected that would be the case. Not that you would forget it, but that most people here do not give a flying fuck what I am talking about right now. And that's all right. Thanks for bearing with me anyways. Thanks for bearing with me anyways. I'm really, really proud of this solution. So the key here is we need to get it to work. If we can get it to work, I'm fucking chilling. If I can get it to work, this will be the best thing I've built in this game. Done. 100%. If I can get this to work, best thing I've built in the game. Period. If I can't, we'll see. In one ear, out the other. My favorite recommendations are just when a friend is like, hey, this made me think of you. I think you'll like it. Say less, bestie. I'll check it out. Say less, bestie. I like comparisons in the vein of X game plus Y game minus Z game equals what you're getting into. I like that. Hi, Shammy. How's it going? Shammy, you're here at a perfect time. So currently, we have fed this thing full of water. It has made as much alumina solution as it can and as much silica. We fed it all down to the other machines and into the thing. Here... So this is now full of alumina solution. This right here is also full of alumina solution and is full of water because it has pumped this entire pipe full. So now I think what we need to do here is delete this part. If we put a little pipe here, that should allow this thing to turn on very quickly because it's put out a little bit more water. And then we can do this. Now the question here is going to be the alumina solution. Okay, it's on, but now it's off. And that's because this is too full, right? Yeah. So we need to flush one of these pipes. I hope this works. Wait, it only flushed a little bit of it. That's actually genius. Okay, it's currently having a problem with too much water. We can stop flushing. Stop flushing. This is what we want to see. We want to see it constructing constantly. The minute it takes a break, we have a problem, but it'll just be because of aluminum scrap, which is good. Is this one constructing constantly? We fucking done it. Chat, we've done it. 160 per minute. Listen, we'll make it a Mark IV, even though I don't think it needs to be. Guys, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. As long as both of them are constructing constantly, this one's going to stop eventually because it will fill up with aluminum scrap. But we can actually solve that by just removing it. So this light is green. That light is white. That's because of the overclocking, right? Is it running? It's running, it's running, it's running, it's running. Green is what we want. I think we've done it. I think we have done it. I didn't realize you could just slightly flush the pipes. That's actually even better. Even better. Am I a fucking genius or what? I think I might be a genius. I think I might be a genius. Oh, let's go. I think I'm a genius. I can't wait to find out that I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm a genius. Hi, Ryan. Have you, I hope you play Blueprints soon. Do you know the game? I've heard a little bit about the game. Here's my question on Blueprints. Everybody in the entire Discord is playing it. Here's my question on Blueprints. Are we talking like Game of the Year quality, or what are we talking here? That's my question. Everybody's playing it. Are we talking Game of the Year contender? Is this like Balatro? Like it's so good, play it, Game of the Year contender, or what? Give me this shit out of my inventory because my inventory's full. Bauxite, sure. Where'd the aluminum scrap go? Right there. Hi, my hold. How's it going? Oh my god, my game is lagging. 1 second, chat. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, Mehold. Very good. Okay, Blueprints. Game of the Year, no. Sorry, Bobby. Blueprints is not talking about Blueprints and Satisfactory. No, yeah. So far, yeah, I haven't beaten it yet. My god, my computer is lagging. I guess I shouldn't open Discord. My bad. My problem is that I don't love a game with... If I don't love a game within a few minutes, I stop playing. My library is full of unplayed games. Some of which I'd probably enjoy if I gave it longer. Subnautica is one of those. Ah. So you have not played... you've not played Subnautica. Subnautica is a tough sell because it does have a, like... The other thing about stuff like this is, like... Some games just are great, but aren't for you either way, you know? Like... this one's yellow, but it's just because we have too much aluminum scrap. Okay. We need to hook this up to the trains. Oh, I maybe should have made these go the other direction. I should have made these go the other direction. Shit. But I can't do that because then it's going to be right here and it's going to be in the way. Oh, no. No, it's fine, actually. Sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. My bad, guys. I have no idea what we were talking about. Did that splitter work? I can't tell if that worked or not. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. Talking about reviews and stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I like Subnautica is one of those games that like it has a sort of central piece to the game that I think can be a real problem for people. Like kind of in a content warning way. It's just like Thalassophobia, this game ain't for you, unfortunately. And that sucks, but you know. It also just means you can always watch somebody else play it, or you know, like your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Discord has been having some huge lag issues for me lately. Satisfactory makes my game my computer lag in general. But yeah, I've also Discord in particular has been lagging. So this is the splitter. It sends some of it out that way. This should be a smart splitter though, right? Oh yeah, these should be smart splitters. Okay, so this should actually be a smart splitter. Overflow is going straight. Left is going any. Crate is going in my inventory, or in my trash, I guess. Need more space in my inventory. I need more space in my inventory. Outer Wilds and motion sickness? Yeah, totally. Spiders in this game? Or cats in this game, apparently. It's good if you can push past the phobia. I had to look stuff up a lot to give myself some ability to plan, so blind wasn't an option for me. Someone told me Subnautica isn't a horror game, but it is for me. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I mean, it's still some of the greatest scares I've ever had were in that game, for sure. So we need a... Oh, wait. I actually need a... This is confusing. Hold up, I've done this whole setup wrong again. I really hope I'm not screwing up the... Maybe the way to do this is actually to go merger... We don't want to merge before we smart split. We probably want to merge after we smart split. I have no idea if any of this makes any sense. Is that too close? I have no idea what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Exclamation away. I don't know why that made a dismantle crate, because I still have space in my inventory. I need a merger. So I need to merge all of these lines to go put them in a... in the train. Oh shit, the merger's facing the wrong way. Reminder chat, please no backseating. Thanks, Mars. Only other thought is, programmable splitter does not allow us to learn anything else, right? No. Okay. So my one thought was maybe you could make a splitter be a merger in a programmable splitter. So this is the smart splitter. It's putting overflow actually needs to go to the left. Any needs to go to the center. So it prioritizes here. Overflow goes this way. This we chuck down here into there. This is the one that goes out to the train line. Did I make it face the wrong way again? Fuck! I need merger that faces left. But then when I hit the button, it rotates. So that's what the problem was. Okay. There. Do, 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 do. Anybody else have the band Haim's new hit single Relationship stuck in their head, or just me and Megan? Okay, this is still programmed, so we're good there. This is all fine. Did I screw these up in a way that is... Did I screw up their timing in a way that is bad? You're yellow, but that's because you're trying to get rid of what? Water? No. Okay, you're producing. The other one is also producing, right? So we should still be good there. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. So now we need to do the actual building of the train. Not building of the train, but hooking up of the train system. So to do that, I need to go up there, and I need to bring down the... So, at the risk of confusing some of you even more, not that you can't understand it, just that it's confusing because it's, you know, the game is confusing. So here's the other problem that we have. I'm going to train both... Holy shit, that's a Mercer sphere. I'm going to train both aluminum scrap and silica back to the bus and then smelt it there. And because of that, these trains might run at different frequencies. We have some silica already going into the factory. So that's why we needed the system to be able to put either thing into the sinks. That's why the sink is important. If that makes sense. Hey, he saw it? What, the thingy? Did I not see it last time? I think I built that ramp during like off stream while I was so this should be silica out. I think I built that ramp off stream. And this can be the silica train, but I definitely did not see that before. This is silica 1. It goes to Lund, which is I don't know that I can rename Lund. Lund is silica in. I'm listening to Haim now, and it's an absolute bop. Yeah, dude. We're living the good life right now. There's a new Bon Iver album. There's a new Haim album coming soon. Apparently, there's a new Arcade Fire album coming soon. And by we, I mean 2015 Ryan is living the good life. We saw it 20 plus minutes ago. The give me this train station. Why can I not access it? Trains. Stations? Stations. Lund. Can I rename you? Please let me rename you. God damn it. Okay, we'll have to rename it from the other side. Edit timetable. What is our... Completed or 15 seconds is honestly fine with me. For now. So if this one is silica, we need to do the thing where we build ourselves a little walkway down. Like, probably like here. Ah! We don't have a zoop tube, which I should probably build at some point, but... Got to do the catwalk. Silica out is what Special Agent Silica 1 says when she stands up. Sorry, when she hangs up with HQ. Silica out. Keep hitting the wrong button. Catwalk ramp? Catwalk stairs. Walkway? Why is this smaller than I thought it was? Put a little catwalk corner. This is not quite as... do a little zoopin, please. Does not go as far as I thought it would, but that's fine. The reason I asked what your rating is because I specifically want to know what you loved and didn't love about Ocarina. It's my favorite game, and I want to hear other people talk about it. Yeah, what I loved and didn't love about Ocarina of Time. So some Ocarina of Time spoilers coming up. Consider yourself warned. I mean, I think I loved, like, I think it has a, like, endearing, just, like, I think it is almost necessarily endearing to just be playing one of the first 3D games, like that, at least of Zelda. I found it to be awesome. Oh, shit, I need to go from there. Like, I think the game is not, like, necessarily... It has its little quirks, right? So it was cool to see the, like... See the history sounds corny, but, like, it was kind of cool to see the history of, like, oh, I'm playing a game that, like I said, I get where Dark Souls comes from in terms of its, like, you know, locking on and all that jazz. I think Ocarina has that same, like, adventure, how would I even say it? The same, like, hero's journey feel to it that... Is that Silica? Did I do the right one? That one is Silica, yeah. That Breath of the Wild has to it, where I feel like I really am just, like, you know, a young kid out on an adventure to save the world. Is this a smart splitter? It's not a smart splitter. I need to make this a smart splitter. Shit. Right? You can have a merger, but then you have to have a smart splitter. And technically, I need to have a smart splitter every other time, right? No, I can just have a smart splitter here, rather than here as well. What didn't I like about Ocarina? I mean, I don't know. There's a certain four-legged... There's a certain, like, four-legged being in that game that is not my favorite. Four-limbed being, I should say. I need a smart splitter, and I need it, like, right there. And is this wire gonna get in the way, or what's going on here? Name starts with E, ends with Pona. Fucked up thing to say about that lady's dog. Some of the this is how a three-dimensional world works jank was not my favorite, but not overly concerning to me. So overflow here is right. Center is any. Yeah. So I think we actually don't need another smart splitter for at least a couple more, because this only makes 100 per minute. So for at least 4 or 5, you know, until we get to 480, this works. I believe the developers of Dark Souls even said they wanted to make a grown-up version of Zelda because of Ocarina of Time. I just jacked game director Hidetaka Miyazaki has cited Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link and the Ocarina of Time as two of the games that inspired him to make video games. I feel like I have not done a very good job describing what I love about Ocarina of Time. It's just awesome. I mean, it's just fun. Like, it makes me feel like a kid again. I think so much of of what I love about Zelda is like that, though, you know? Where it's like, so much of what I like about Zelda games is that they make me feel like a kid. Like, they make me feel... They're wholesome in certain ways. They're like... They just make me feel playful. Yeah. They're hopeful. They have a lot of that. They have a lot of like heart in that way. Yeah, I agree. I like the music was the music was awesome. The combat was fun. Maybe more so than A Link to the Past, the world felt like a world. I think that's probably just the 3-dimensional versus 2-dimensional. I think we're done here, by the way. We need to go get these trains up and running. I think this part's good. Can also remove this. So I think basically what we have here is a system we can expand at any point in time. For now, we have enough to bring aluminum back and get it smelting, which is what we need to do. But what we have here is a system that will work. Currently, it will produce not nearly enough silica, but we can change that later with effort and time. For now, we have a system that is expandable as is. I want to chop you down. I want to chop down this fucking tree. This tree is gone. Goodbye, tree. Ocarina of Time conversations are always so tricky for me. What do you mean? If you can describe it. Fuck it, we'll cut this one down too. To say I'm not a big Ocarina of Time fan is an understatement, but I rarely say it at risk of being canceled. You're super entitled to your wrong opinion. It's just, you know. I wouldn't cancel you because you're wrong. I'd just tell you you're wrong. How do I delete this shit? I want to delete it! Time to cancel Mars. Let's do it. Aren't you a huge... Okay, no, this is what could risk getting you canceled. Mars, are you a big Breath of the Wild fan? I think it might risk getting yourself canceled to say I don't like Ocarina of Time and I'm a huge Breath of the Wild fan. I think those two in conjunction might be a problem. But anything else I think is probably fine. Oh shit, I should have chopped down a ton of these trees. Whatever. Breath of the Wild over Ocarina of Time for sure. I don't even know that, and I played Breath of the Wild first. Okay, so we need to turn this on self-driving. And we need to ride it to the next station. But first, we also need to do the other one. So I guess we'll just ride this one. Breath of the Wild, so far behind Ocarina of Time for me. I think that's probably a not uncommon sentiment. I don't know that it's like the right sentiment or the I have no idea what the right sentiment even means. My guess is aluminum scrap out. If you played Ocarina of Time first, odds are you probably think this is alumina scrap 1. Odds are you probably think Ocarina of Time is a better game. And I say odds are because I think that likely means you played Ocarina of Time not like this year. Which means you came to Breath of the Wild probably with a history of loving a certain type of 3-dimensional Zelda. And I think it's super possible to do that and be like, wow, Breath of the Wild is everything that's wrong with modern games. Which I don't find true at all, but whatever. A Link to the Past is, in my opinion, better than Ocarina of Time. See, that's where things get interesting. I think if I were to rank the 3 Zelda games, I would, for me personally, I would probably say, in terms of my love, probably Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past. In terms of the like quality of the game, I have no idea. I don't know what I would say. But in terms of my love, I think Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past. Probably. That's going to have to like change over time because I've only done Ocarina of Time so recently, and I've never revisited either that or Link to the Past. I don't know. Ocarina of Time is very important to gaming history. It did a lot of great things. I don't think it's a fun game to play. Oh, so you're just like... Oh, so you really are wrong. I was kidding about you being wrong earlier, but you just really are wrong. Did you do this train off stream? I did this train off stream. I did the building out of it, and the building of the like. The building of the stations and the infrastructure I did off stream. I built the intersection right there on stream just a little while ago, and I loaded everything up on this stream. The best thing about saying Ocarina of Time isn't fun is that, like, in some ways you are undeniably right, and in some ways you are undeniably wrong. Because necessarily, if Ocarina of Time was not fun for you, then you're right. It wasn't fun for you. You're also undeniably wrong, because Ocarina of Time was a lot of fun for me. and for millions of people, you know, so many people. So, alumina scrap in here, and then we need to do silica in over there, and we need to get them hooked up to the bus, and then we need to make aluminum ingots. Just silica in. Do I capitalize the I? I think I do. Silica out, silica in. Out, in, out, in. Okay, cool. Here's the Kingdom took the best gaming experience I ever had and made it better. I do think, like, that's funny. I have really high hope. Like, I just told you Breath of the Wild is my favorite Zelda game, right? Like, so far. I think one of the things, if I understand it correctly, one of the things that people tend to, like, maybe have a problem with about Breath of the Wild, like, the people who have a problem, the problem that they have is, like, the lack of dungeons, right? Like the lack of like your like potentially central experience to Zelda instead of being dungeons is now, oh no, did I not build a thing down here? I did not. Shit. Is now like your shrines and other things, but like, you know, shrines. It's funny, I love Breath of the Wild. I do feel like Ocarina of Time dungeons might be the most fun I've had in a concentrated way in Zelda. You know? Like, I don't think I would look at Breath of the Wild shrines and put those over Ocarina of Time dungeons. I think maybe the Breath of the Wild experience overall for me was more fun. I have a lot of fun in Breath of the Wild, but it's not tied to shrine. It's not like shrine specific or like shrine necessary. The best part of Breath of the Wild is that it shed the chains of being a Zelda game and let it fucking rip. What chains? The chains? Those chains you're talking about are... I've played 3 Zelda games, so I have no fucking idea. Those chains you're talking about are like the history of one of the best gaming franchises of all time. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Chains. There should be a hole here somewhere. Don't quote that. Did I not hook it up? Maybe I didn't hook it up. Oh, right. Not right there. Not right there. Did I not build the thingy? Oh, I didn't build the thingy. Okay, well, that explains it. I didn't do any of this. Comparing shrines to dungeons is also kind of unfair. It's better to compare dungeons with the divine beasts. I think that makes sense. But I also think, like... I think that's probably a more fair comparison. But here's my other thought, right? Like, and to be clear, this is me making a devil's advocate argument because this is not how I feel. But, like, don't you spend a lot more time generally? Doesn't the average player in Breath of the Wild probably spend more time in shrines than in divine beasts total? Whereas in Ocarina of Time, my experience was that I spent almost all of my time in a dungeon of some sort, right? Like, it was 90%, not 90, but like 80% dungeon. And Breath of the Wild felt like, you know, 10%, if that, divine beast. To be clear, not me talking shit. Huge fan. I think the gameplay of Breath of the Wild is like maybe as good as video. I don't know. It's probably the best open world game I've played for sure, and one of the most fun games I've played. Period. But you know, just because they're a number, yes, but that's like saying the 1,000 Skittles I eat in a day are comparable to a proper steak. But isn't that dilution? Doesn't that dilution mean something? Like, if I spend 40 hours playing a game and 90% of my time is spent in doing one thing, then that means I spent, you know, the math there is 36 hours, right? 36 hours out of my 40 hours doing dungeons. I think the gameplay loop is almost necessarily tainted is the wrong word. It's necessarily sort of colored by the fact that, like, mostly what I'm doing is that. Now, to be clear, in Ocarina of Time, it's probably more like 70% dungeons. I don't know, 60. I spent a lot of time in the open world, and I think other people could play it even differently. But you were very, like, your experience was super tied to dungeons. Partially because it had to be, because you were limited to doing it. Breath of the Wild, of course, you could do... I need this to be the other way. There you go. You could play the game without shrines. You could play the game without... Oh, I need to do the Dimensional Depot thing here. How did I do that over here? Meg finally saw it? Hell yeah. I did it here, off just one of the things. Okay, perfect. They're comparable in that they are core mechanics, but not comparable beyond that. Is building these factories comparable to BG3 combat? Right, but I don't think Satisfactory and BG3 are nearly as close in terms of their, like... Like, I think Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time are at least cousins, right? I don't think BG3 and Satisfactory are from the same nation. I mean, I know they literally aren't, but you know what I mean? Like... Okay, we have the... This goes down. Is that Mark IV? It is. Perfect. Why isn't this unloading? Oh, I forgot. Do you have to do this every time? Unload. Shit. I forgot you got to do this. Unload. They automatically turn default to load. We got to do this. I guess what the end result of what I'm saying is that, like, I think dungeons are inherent to the Ocarina of Time experience. I don't think shrines are a perfect comparison to dungeons, but I also don't think they are, like, necessarily inherent in the same way that dungeons are. I also think dungeons in Ocarina of Time might be, like, one of the most fun things I've done in a video game. Now, because I found that part fun and it was inherent to the game, I find the game to be inherently fun. Mars is saying something different, didn't find it to be fun. Or at least, like, doesn't think the game is inherently fun or something. That's, you know, that's obviously a personal choice. I'm cool with that. Like, to not be cool with it would be fucking weird. But I think that's the part of it that it gives a little bit different to me, is that, like, if I had to say what Ocarina of Time is in 2 sentences, dungeons would be in at least one of those sentences. I guess is all I'm saying. Okay, so from here we can rip this over to there, point it up. Got 2 new materials. We can do smelting on the bus itself. Now, first things first, before I do this, I want to go check what it takes to unlock Logistics Mark V, because I'm going to need to do that eventually. Oh, you're good. You're good, Artifice. We're just talking shit. Like, we're just shit talking on stream. I'm not worried about it. As a Zelda player, I was very much waiting for something new. Ocarina of Time was the new rules for Zelda games, and they stuck to it for way too long, in my opinion. See, now that's a perspective I don't have any opinion on, and I can't wait to have an opinion on it. Is like, I can't wait to be like, oh my god, they really did beat this dead horse. They really did milk this shit for too long. They really did blank, blank, blank. You know, like, I just don't have enough experience in Zelda to know that. I don't know. I haven't played almost every Zelda game. And so I can't know what that's like. Do we have we have 29, but we have a lot of coupons. Do we even want to wait? We should wait, because we're about to go make it. Tears, Let's shit talk Mars some more. That's my favorite hobby. One day I'll be free. Okay. So from here, we need to figure out what slots are not open on the bus. And I think it is like... figure that out. I could tell you, but I don't know off the top of my head. We're just going to jump up here. Hello, fellow FICSIT Pioneer. I see your attire is properly approved by Ada. Thank you, yes. No OSHA here, just Ada. Hi, welcome in, Happy FOV. How you doing today? You know what we got to do about this Zelda conversation and this Zelda problem? Got to play more fucking Zelda games, dude. Got to get this shit figured out. Just got to play more. My 3 favorite Zelda games are all ones released in between Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. Crystal Oscillator is our last at 34. Is that true? It appears to be true. So we need 35 and 36. Soft hat is a violation. It's true. It's true. Please don't die. Please don't die. Boing. Can't wait for Ryan to play Link Between Worlds. That's one of my favorites. Is that one on the DS or no? Artifice says DS titles don't get enough love. $3DS, okay. I don't know how I want to do this exactly. You just do it this way. And sort of drag it across. There's some open spots, open slots, but it kind of looks a little ugly. It's fine. I think we should just do it. Back just in time to talk Zelda. Do you plan to play the Hyrule Warriors games? Are those the ones that so far I would say my thought is like not high priority. Is that Age of Calamity? Is that what it's called? Something like that? Age of Calamity. Yeah, okay. I would say not high priority. If it's Zelda, I'm interested. The problem is I have a lot of interest in a lot of fucking games yet to play. But they're full of lore, which is why I ask. Yeah, I got that same sort of idea from somebody else recently. Clicking these fucking buttons is impossible. Yeah, it's an artifice situation for sure. Oh my god. Get on the thing. Get on the thing! Got it. Get on the thing. Get on the thing. Get on the thing. Got it. Oh, shit! Silica's already on the bus. What am I doing? No. Fuck. Crap. Am I dumb for doing this? I should probably just be doing aluminum there, but I'm worried that alumina scrap can be used with in other ways. I don't know. Should I just be bringing alumina scrap? Should I be bringing aluminum back rather than aluminum scrap? I don't know. It's got other uses, though. I think it's good to have it on the bus. And I think having our alumina scrap production on the bus makes sense, too. It's just I don't know what to... You can't make a priority merger yet, can I? Is that a thing that exists? God, it would be useful here. I can't make a priority merger, a smart merger. Cat, front seat question. Does a priority or smart merger exist in this game? Uh-oh. Yes or no? Please just answer yes or no. Please nothing else. I have already banned a person today, and I'm happy to ban another if you fuck this up for me. Hazy. Okay. Hazy's also a fine answer. I think I found it here somewhere. So I think it would be... was it Caterium? So I think I could probably just Yo, homie, you scared the shit out of me. Oh, you're good, Happy? No worries. We have a pretty strict no backseating sort of policy around here, just to keep things fun for me and keep things safe for playing the game blind. No worries. You know, not worried about it. Okay. So I could probably craft one using smart splitters. I just touched my glasses and got them dirty. God damn it. No, I don't know how I would do that. If I priority merger, smart merger. Take from this one first and not this one? Oh, this is an interesting question now. First time playthrough. Yeah, first time playthrough. We just made it to bauxite. We're working on like aluminum ingots right now. Thanks for the follow, Humley. Thank you. Doesn't his factory clearly show he doesn't understand anything? All right, chill. How the fuck would you how would you merge two lines with priority that one gets merged? This is a rhetorical question. I'm just talking. I don't think I've ever tried to do this in the game so far. And I don't know how I would. This is actually where something like a valve could be really useful, because you could limit a valve for belts where you can limit the amount that passes through. Pipeline floor hole? Pipeline wall hole? More like pipeline glory? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a sex joke while I sit here and think about how the fuck I can merge stuff. I don't know how to do it. We're gonna just have to we can just... Okay, here's the best solution. Here's the best solution to our problem. Currently, we have two sources of silica. We don't need this source of silica at all, period. This whole thing can go. Because I can make silica from my bauxite, and I have it made in such a way that I can always just ramp up production. All it takes is summer sloops, which is something. But, so if we don't have enough silica, we could just do that. This can just go. We don't need it, and it's probably better for our whole thing if we don't use any, including getting rid of this dimensional depot. So let's just rip it up. Let's rip it up. We'll switch the belt line so we can keep it on the belt in the correct position, but we'll get rid of this. Oh, man. We came up with two different ways to add silica to the factory, which is interesting. So silica is not going to be... Oh, no, I put it all the way in the thingy. Shit. So all that's going to be wrong. I'm going to have to, like, clean the actual factory out. Oh, boy. FOV, how much of this game have you played? Have you sunk a lot of hours into it? Okay, go from there to there. Delete this. I think Tony removed a message of mine like last month. It's just a part of being here. Yeah, we're all masochists. I enjoy not knowing information, and Chad enjoys not being able to tell it to me. I've never quite phrased it that way before, but that's, if in a way, that is what's happening here. We're all edging each other constantly. What? Also, the mods enjoy power abuse. That's true. Let's just delete it all. Delete it all. Delete it all. I'm fucking over it. I'm over it. Delete it all. Delete it all. Delete it all. Get rid of it. That wasn't all of it. Not even close to all of it. Get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. Oh my god. Not the dismantle crates. Get rid of it. Delete it all. Upload that to that, I guess. Not that we'll ever need it. Get rid of 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 it. Got too much shit in my inventory. Too much shit in my inventory. Delete, 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 delete. I've got over 500 hours in the game, but I've never beaten it. Wow. So in a way, once I beat the game, I'll really just be able to talk crap to all the people who have never managed to beat the game, huh? Is it one of those things where you've restarted because you're unhappy with how your factory looks? Or like now that you have the knowledge of late game, you're like, oh my god. Mods can see how many messages got deleted, right? How many of mine have been sent to the abyss? You can only see timeouts and bans, right? Like the amount of times or the dates that you were timed out or banned, I think. Oh, you already said that. Fuck, my bad. You said that exact same thing. Okay, so this line goes to nowhere, but I had to work so long to bring it. I had to work so hard to bring it back from forever ago, but it's fine. Okay, we can delete. Fine, fine, fine. Cool. So Silica's on the bus. I have to go clean out the shit that I did. How's our power looking? 100%. Our factory's barely running, so because we've been gone, so we haven't been able to hang out and do stuff. Like we've been over there. We haven't been able to sit here and make the factory work. Precisely. I also restart every time there was a patch. Oh, yeah, that's a killer. Luckily, I started right after 1.0. I mean, not right after, but a little after 1.0, so. Luckily, that kept me... By the way, my jump pad system doesn't work because eventually you gain enough speed that you actually overshoot it, which is a real pain in the butt. Not a pain in the butt, it's just unfortunate. Okay, so I think it's this one right here that needs completely flushed. Nope. This one. Place it one tile further back. I could, but it only works because it's a blueprint, so I can't. What a terrible way to do this. Oops, wrong button. Mods, have I been timed out? No, but I did give you a warning once. No, you're good, Oculus. Basically, it was just like, it was a solution I thought would work that ended up not working.